Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interview. Today, I've got Rad here from tappingschool.com. Hello, Rad.
Hello, hello. Nice being here with you this morning.
Yes, we're both in the same city of London, so we are happy to meet this morning. Now, we have got a really interesting discussion that we're about to have, and your specialty is EFT, and it's known as tapping as well. So I'm going to run through some questions that I've written down to ask, because these are questions that the viewers on the channel ask me regularly, and I'm going to ask them to you. So number one,
Sure.
what does EFT really do? I mean, for those that don't even know what EFT stands for, maybe explain that, and what are the benefits?
Uh, Thank you so much, Agnes. So let's start from what is actually EFT. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it combines two things: you talking and tapping on specific meridian points, mainly on your face and head and upper body. You can think of it a little bit like acupuncture without needles, with the focus on the issues that you're experiencing or some sort of negative emotions. What are really the benefits, the short-term benefits of tapping is that they calm your body and your mind. Tapping can really lower your cortisol levels, release emotional blockages by saying out loud all the things that you're struggling with. So to give you an example, let's say I'm feeling stressed right now about something, and you want to tap on your karate choke point and just say it out loud. I'm stressed right now. And even though I'm stressed right now, I'm accepting myself anyway. Just by saying that, you calm your body, you calm your mind. Also, what it does, it improves your self-awareness. EFT brings more clarity to your emotions, especially when you tap. You get more insights where these emotions, negative emotions, stemming from, perhaps maybe from your childhood, your traumas, or some situations that you experience with other people. Another thing that in long-term benefits, EFT is really a self-help tool. You can do it anywhere. You can go to, I don't know, a room, close yourself for 5 to 10 minutes. You can go to a bathroom. And if you feel like anxiety or stress or anything that bothers you, you can quickly go through a short tapping sequence from top to bottom and reap the benefits right away. There's plenty of research that suggests EFT can actually lower cortisol levels by 41 to 43%. So it's
Wow.
really effective in lowering the stress hormone. So pretty much
That's quite a lot.
really EFT does. It's been growing over this last 20 years massively because really anyone
Yeah.
can use it. You just have
Mm,
the basics, and that's
yeah.
all. You need any special person to be around unless you're struggling with things. Then you can ask for help.
Wonderful.
Have you tried
Because
it?
I do. Yes, I actually did a bit of EFT as part of my coaching course in
Oh, good.
2015. And some coaches went and specialized they went more into that. And
Really?
I didn't, but
Mhm.
I have used it myself and I do see the benefits of it. And
Mhm.
I think when you have really intense experiences, I remember there was a coach in my course, and while she was doing the course, someone broke into her house
Right.
and they threatened her.
Mhm.
And she, she was in a lot of stress. They
Mhm.
ended up leaving, and she was at a high level of shock and worried they were going to come back and everything. And she used EFT, and she said within about 15 minutes she had brought herself right back into balance, because that was quite a traumatic experience. And I remember thinking, wow, how great that we were doing the course at the time, and then she could do that at that moment. So yeah, it's a wonderful thing. And once you know how to do it, it's free. You can do it to yourself,
Mm.
or you can go to a
Yeah.
practitioner.
It is so accessible. That's probably the biggest advantage of EFT, that you can really use it, help your brain and body process these difficult emotions
Yeah.
in a healthy, simple way.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay. Second question. What results have you seen in your clients, and how has it changed or improved what they were going through?
Great question. So clients turn up to me usually when they're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, or they try traditional therapy and didn't really work for them. After a few sessions, they experience less anxiety and stress. They face challenges more calmly, especially dealing with work or family issues. Um, Another important reward of EFT, they feel their self-worth and is higher, and they just have a better self-esteem. They begin to replace this negative self-talk with more positive thoughts and internal affirmations, as I like to call. They just talk to themselves more supportively, just leading to a healthier relationship with themselves.
Nice.
Yes, another thing is they start to releasing past traumas, like all the hurt from the childhood or from some difficult situations. It just loosen the grip of their entire subconscious. That may trigger sometimes panic or some anger in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
All these memories just become more manageable somehow, thanks to EFT. It really helped with that. At some point, some people even experience relief from physical symptoms. They have less headaches, they have less muscle tensions.
Oh,
Yeah, there is actually a lot of work done on EFT in terms of like releasing tensions from muscles. I know I've been actually working with someone that is quite high up in sports, and it helps him just before a match to feel calmer and more relaxed. It does really does the trick.
nice.
Another thing that is important, they notice that they have a better boundaries with family and friends, simply because they love themselves more. So they don't allow just to say anything or do anything to themselves.
Yeah.
These are really the main things that I noticed, and yeah.
Wonderful. Right. Because a lot of people have issues with their families and friends,
I
especially
mean,
families.
yeah,
Yeah.
families are the most challenging, I would say, closest circle in your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
they are there to teach you a lot. Uh,
Mm.
and sometimes it's difficult.
Yes.
Sometimes you need a bit of help of something. But you don't always need to be there. Like you can leave. You can actually love them from the distance if they're
Yeah.
that abusive.
Yes.
So yeah,
Nice.
with the
Good
family.
one.
Uh,
Okay, this is a big one for the people on this channel. The subject of heartbreak or a breakup. Can EFT help with that? Because that's quite a traumatic and stressful time.
oh, definitely. I mean, EFT can help with that absolutely. When you have a heartbreak or breakup, it's just a mixture of different emotions, right? Like there's a lot of sadness, there is a lot of guilt, there's a lot of anger, all mixed up. And EFT can help you really go through these emotions in a beautiful, gentle way. It helps to release these emotions just by tapping on all these different points in your face and your carotid choke point. It helps you look at the situations more objectively, to kind of like you zooming out from this entire situation. And more importantly, it helps with closure. So if you have this lingering thought that, oh, what if I have done this differently with him or with her? It just helps you to find more peace at the end of the relationship. You feel calmer within yourself. And
Wonderful.
I think is important to mention is a self-compassion. a lot of people are really hard on themselves. They want to just keep going, go, go, go all the time. But they
Yeah.
forget that you really need to love yourself. That means also have self-compassion. Pat yourself on your back sometimes. Like, okay, I achieved this little thing, but acknowledge this. I actually did it myself, right? So these are the things that can really help you with your heartbreak. Learn the lessons, potentially from this heartbreak or breakup. Maybe the person wasn't meant for me. Maybe there's someone out there that will love me in a better way. It will definitely open up more ways for you to understand why it happened the way it happened.
That is a big one, isn't it? To surrender and let go and have acceptance. Yes, I think it's a big life lesson, that one, isn't it?
We went all through that at some point.
Yes.
I believe I read somewhere there was like a statistic in Europe where you will meet up to like 5 people before you will actually met the one that in your life. So yeah, if you see them as the kind of stepping stones or lessons that preparing you for the final destination person,
Yeah.
I think is a good way to look at it.
I've never heard that statistic, but that's definitely my story. 5 relationships, and now with the one that I've been with for 13 years. So that's accurate for me. That's interesting.
Statistic. I'm sure for many viewers it would be different. It might be 1, it might be 2, it might be 3. That
Yeah.
stories that people
Yeah.
when they're young and they stay for the rest of their lives. But yeah,
Yeah.
I live in a big city.
Yeah.
You might experience more of these relationships.
Yes. Yes, that's true. That's true. And if you learn the lessons along the way, then it's all positive in the end.
I mean, you just need to take it in, accept,
Yeah. Yeah.
and to move on.
Yeah. Now, the next question. This is a bit of an odd question, but I thought I'd ask it for you because EFT is such a wonderful tool. And I'm asking this because they have asked me this many, many times. Can EFT help to manifest a specific person?
Oh wow, that's a massive one.
Isn't it?
So yes, EFT can help a specific person for a relationship, but in quite a unique way. So it's not so much actually about, I would say, forcing the new person into your life, but actually becoming the person that you want to have in your life. What EFT can do for you is recognize all the blocks and doubts and insecurity or fears that you may have about yourself and
Yeah.
really go through them.
Yes.
Write them down and work them as much as possible.
Yeah.
Um, it's also about the belief system that you have, right? If you were hurt in a previous relationship or you had someone in your life that really caused you a distress or a headache, we tend to build around our heart area this kind of like a black sludge of energy that distorts our true heart signal. And it's important to clear this heart area because heart is very closely related to love and manifesting love, which is a specific person. So it's all about really becoming um, and becoming what we really want in our life. The right relationship and being the right person for ourselves. Only then we can align with the right energy, and we're inviting at the same time the right energy to our life. What else I could say to that? Yeah, just let go of the belief system that are negatively speaking about yourself, and draw naturally the match that is so much higher, I would say frequency higher, vibrationally higher, right?
Yes.
These positive things that you want to install. However, what I'm going to highlight here, before you want to install any of the positive stuff, you really want to let go of all this deconstructed stuff. You don't want to build something positive on top of the negative beliefs or infused securities or doubts, because it's just like building a house on top of a beach or sand.
Mm.
Not going to be really a good foundation.
Yes.
Clear all this stuff first. It may take some time, and then try to program yourself for as long as you want to be that person that you want
Mm.
back in your life.
It's so interesting hearing how you describe it, because it's like what you do and what I do. It's like we're bookends. We're doing it in very similar ways. It's like coaching and EFT, it just fits together so nicely, because I agree with you. I mean, I always say you can't ice a rotten cake. You can't put icing on a rotten cake. It doesn't work. So you must spend time getting out the old emotions, the hurt, the pain, and then starting to see the sun on the horizon again, just for you, not with anyone else first. And then you position yourself really well to, if you're in a state of love, then you attract love. If you're in a state of hurt and rejection, you attract that. So it's all magnets, and all these things that we do mentally, emotionally, physically to clear our old baggage is, oh, it's just time well spent. Time well spent.
Definitely. I would just add it here that be gentle with yourself in that process.
Yeah.
It takes time.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen in a day.
No.
It's not happen in a week.
No.
You may see a first bit maybe in a month, few months,
Yes. Yeah.
and year. Be gentle. Have self-compassion towards yourself.
Yeah.
It takes years to accumulate all this baggage, and it takes some time for this baggage to release. So take your
Yes.
time and enjoy the journey.
That's it. That's so good. And as they say, Rad, the turtle wins the race.
Absolutely.
The turtle wins the race.
I absolutely love that.
Now, can you share
Mhm.
a success story that you've witnessed? That's, I mean, I don't know if you can share that because it might be private and confidential.
Mhm. I mean,
Of,
I'm able to share where we went from to where we go right now. I'm not going to mention any names.
yeah. Okay.
These are these are incredible stories. I mean, I absolutely love them. So I remember a lady turned up to me for consultation probably 2 years ago right now. And she mentioned that she struggled with anxiety and anger for 17 years. 17 years. She said she tried the MDR, she tried CBT, she tried all this positive, normal, I would say, psychotherapy approach, but nothing really worked for her. And one night she just literally like, okay, I'm gonna try them. Let's see what happens. So I walk her through the entire sequence of points. I explained to her what the EFT is. And after fifth session, at the end of the fifth session with her, she said to me, Rat, I need to tell you something. And she said, after 17 years, for first time, I feel like there's no anxiety in my life. And I absolutely melted away on that screen, because if someone tells you that
Wow.
17 years is just unreal, I was like crying there, literally. I was
Yeah.
so emotional.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just anxiety. She said to me that she managed to go through triggering situations in a very calm way. So she wasn't getting angry like explosively like she was doing that before. She
Mm.
improved her relationship with her mom and other people. On top of that, she manifests a beautiful relationship with a man.
Mm.
And right now, they're trying for a baby. This is just unbelievable.
Wow.
She worked at least 12 months to release a lot of things from her childhood, a lot of things that she accumulated through very abusive relationships. And right now, after 18 months, she manifests her first flat in London. And she's just thriving. We don't see each other that often anymore because she doesn't anymore.
Yeah.
She thrives. She thrives. She lives her life and she's happy. One thing I have to say about this person, she really did the work. She was in tune, like with all the issues that she had. She really wanted to work through these issues, and it was difficult for her. She was crying. There was a lot of emotions. There was a lot of angers, but she trusted me.
Yeah.
She put full trust. I mean, Rad, I believe in you. I know what you're doing. And all the exercises that I was giving her, all the tapping routines. She established a very good tapping routine in the morning and in the evening. And after 18 months, she's like a completely different person. Her energy changed. She's so much warmer. Her face changed. Her eyes just like lit up completely.
Wow.
She established a healthy exercise routine. It's one of the best transformations I ever seen personally for my own practice.
Wow.
So just life-changing.
Yeah. Fabulous.
And
That is just wonderful.
another one is again a lady that struggled with family issues. Her family wasn't really loving and accepting of herself. They kind of like pushed her away a little bit. They focused mainly on running a very successful company, a business. So she felt like really left out. And because she felt left out, she started drinking and drinking a lot. And that caused issues because she's a beautiful young lady. So we had, I believe, 3, 4 sessions, mainly focusing on addressing the drinking issue. And after 5th session, she literally left me a voicemail. Rat, I can't believe it. I mean, like, she said that she tried to drink, but the taste of the alcohol wasn't the same. Was something different. Like she couldn't drink anymore.
Wow.
So she said to me that I reduced my drinking by 90%. And that obviously led to having a better routines, meaning she signed up for yoga classes. Shortly after, she met wonderful supportive men that she's with, and they moved together, and I know they're planning to stay together. She didn't need my help anymore because we achieved the target.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know she tried. Like successful story that helped a young lady letting go of addiction. And one more just to throw on top of that.
Yeah.
This time is related to a man and his good 50s that stayed in a relationship, a very unloving relationship for way too long. So he struggled with feelings of unworthiness, of low self-esteem, lack of support from a partner. So we tap obviously through all these issues, one by one, each situation that caused this negative beliefs, this negative self-talk in his head. And after 2 years, he finally found the courage and energy to say, no, that's enough. I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. I feel I deserve a better person in my life because I am that person. And he still, I know, still taps and meets time to time just to reinforce certain positive reframes and program him more towards success. But he went from being absolutely like emotionally destroyed. I remember when I first met him, he looked like he had absolutely no love towards himself, like nothing.
Mm,
Like he's not worthy of anything. And after this 2 year period, he's just a completely different person. He has more creative ideas. I know he started his own business right now and he's thriving and he's looking to meet someone right now.
mm,
So we tap
wonderful.
we tap all of these difficult situations that he experienced with the previous partner away, release that energy, release this limiting belief system that he kind of self-imposed on himself, and he changes 180 degrees.
Wow.
Wow.
It's that's so great because every one of those situations was, you know, causing obviously a lot of anguish and a lot of pain. So that's fabulous. It's so good to hear the benefits of EFT and that, working on, and it's working on the self, on your inside self that needs, I always think the body's like a suitcase and it's holding things in and it needs to be opened and you need to sort things out. And the more you do that, it's like what you said about the woman, the light comes back on in your eyes and you feel that joy of being alive and you rise up in the more positive emotions and you feel those more and life becomes like a game that you play rather than a burden that you carry. So
Absolutely.
mm,
I really believe like EFT will have its place in the next 50 years in a therapy. I
yeah.
doubt about that. At the end of
Mm,
the day, it really bridges the new stuff and the old stuff, which is the Chinese medicine, because we do tap on different meridian points that are connected to different meridians. They
yeah.
to be cloaked by energy, uh,
Mm,
energy of emotions, energy of traumas, um, energy that's just stuck. And we have to move this energy out of our system for it to work efficiently.
mm,
I truly believe that EFT and energy healing will just keep growing.
yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we know that
Mm,
everything is energy. Us sitting, being,
yeah.
talking about it, we put the energy out there to people,
Mm,
right? Our viewers, so they can help
yes.
us. And that's how the domino effect starts.
Yeah. Yes. Wonderful. Rad. I love hearing people break free of emotional stuff and that they can just, float back up to the surface and have some enjoyment. I mean, people deserve enjoyment and they deserve to be free of anguish and suffering. So I'm glad you've shared all of that. Now, before we wrap it up, you also do some other things, not just tapping, that are good for personal development, well-being. Do you want to just share a few of those things? And then I'm going to put all the links down below so people can go and find you.
So by trade, actually a wellness consultant. I had the privilege to work with a lot of wealthy people and high performance people. So I look at things holistically, and tapping is one of the tools that I tend to use because it's very effective. But I do like to implement some lifestyle changes to support all the things that we work in during our EFT tapping sessions. So um, first of all, if anyone wants to sign up to my site, I have this wonderful worksheet that will take you through each and single tapping point. You can fill the app on your phone or you can fill the app on your laptop just to help you get a good head start with your tapping routine. I think it's so important to have a good tapping routine because for me, a good tapping routine is a time of self-care where
Mm,
you have the 5 or 10 minutes in the morning or in the evenings or even afternoon where you actually, it's just you. Just switch off your phone, switch off everything around you.
mm.
Just start tapping. Start tapping on your karate choke point and see what else comes out.
Mhm.
What are the things that are stopping me from achieving my greatest version of myself? Or what
Yeah.
is the stuff that is stopping me? What are the emotions that are stopping me from meeting the person that I want to meet, or having the relationship that I want to meet? Or
Yeah.
why people perceiving me as I don't know, closed off person,
Mm.
or why I can attract the wealth that others people have. Just by tapping on the different points, you must start getting a different ideas, images, perhaps situation from the past, or even from the current time where, okay, maybe this is the situation that I formed this self-belief about myself. Or maybe when my mother or my father or someone told me this, I create a self-belief that I'm not worthy of this, or I'm not worthy of love, or I'm not worthy of
Yeah.
this money or wealth.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time, obviously, to go through all these aspects, all the situations. But once you find it, you will know that this is it. This is
Mm.
where it came from. That's the root cause. And you will not go there. And if you need help, we are here to help.
Yeah.
Help
Yeah.
you hold the space for you so you can work through all these emotions,
Mm.
create a safety.
Yes.
Sometimes it's easier to do with someone. I know
Yeah.
that you're comfortable, like yourself, myself, where we can actually go on our own. But we have the tools. We were doing quite a bit of time now.
Yes.
So
Wonderful.
improving yourself, you will improve everything around you. As
Mm.
simple as that.
It's the best investment. It really is.
It
Mm.
is, yeah.
Mm. Mm.
So
Yeah.
there you go. You can find more information about EFT on my site. There's plenty of sources there. Quite a lot
Yeah.
of articles. I go through the points, study them, see how they are connected to different meridian points. One thing I would mention before we kind of wrap it up, follow a very simple five-step formula where you want to identify the issue that you want to work on, rate the issue on a scale from 0 to 10, then form your tapping statement or all the affirmations that you want to tap, go through the sequence 1 to 2, 3 times, and then rate the intensity of that issue again and see if it decreased. Ideally,
Mm.
be close to 0 or 1.
Mm.
Just check with yourself if there's anything left. And you might
Yeah.
experience a certain beliefs and certain emotions are stuck in different parts of your body. They just feel physical, like there might be a sensation, there might be a warmth, there might be a cold patch, there might be a tingling there, might be anything. And
Mm.
as you stop, as you start going through all these different points, you may discover that, this sensation sometimes increases or decreases, or is moving around. So you want to follow that energy in your body until
Mm.
it completely disappears. Then
Mm.
kind of left your system, left your aura, left your energy.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rad. Now, Rad, when I first met you, we had a brief conversation face to face, and you told me this incredible little story about yourself. Would you share that story with the viewers? It was fantastic.
Yeah, I'm really happy to share that story because it's even when I talk about it, for the fifth or sixth time to someone, it's just incredible how things happen. So I don't come really from wealthy family. We had enough, but it wasn't like, oh wow, we can have everything.
Mm.
And when I was 18 years old, I decided that I need to explore the world, I would say. I wanted I wanted something more. I wanted to learn about different cultures, different people. So I decided to leave my country of origin. And I end up being in Paris, where I completely ran out of money. I was trying to get a job there. I couldn't. I was looking for some sort of accommodations. I couldn't. My French wasn't great. End of the story with my French language. But I ended up being homeless. I literally ended up being homeless. And I remember I was sleeping in different train stations, tube stations, just to go by. So then I was like, what do I do right now? Like, I was still in a positive mindset that I know there is something over me that is protecting me and is feeding me good energy and good situations. But I couldn't understand, why am I in this situation right now? Anyway, one day I woke up from one of the train stations, and I was walking up these stairs, and literally I found a 50 euro note on the stairs that bought me a one-way ticket to London. And that's how I came to London. Literally, I had maybe like 6 euros left, if I remember well. I arrived at the Victoria station. Most of my luggages were stolen because I slept in the Victoria station. And I used the £6 or 6 euros that time to buy myself some food and contact someone in my country of origin, just to get some contacts. And obviously, happily, that person responded. They knew someone in London that could help. And yeah, the rest is just a history. This person
Wow.
met me. I had my first job, then I had another job, and pretty much from zero to hero. The one thing I
Wow.
want to say is that when I was young, I had this deep belief that there is something bigger than me and higher than me. You could call that God. You could call that universe. You can call that the intelligence that holds everything together. And I have this deep rooted belief that at the end, everything is going to be fine. Everything is going to be good. You just need to have the unshakable belief that everything is going to be good. And I had that. And it turned out well. So sometimes the setbacks that we have, sometimes literally you have to touch the ground. You have to go to the very bottom, go up very high again. And that's a natural process. That's how I see the universe sometimes works. You may call that, oh, is it testing me? Maybe you can believe that, but really it's teaching you. Do you really have the unshakable belief in that? Do you actually believe, or do you have doubt? Because if I would have doubt, I'm not sure that would happen. Because as soon as you have a little bit of doubt, you open up the channel to other insecurities, other fears. Open up this, tiny little window. Okay, I'm open. All the fears come in, securities come in, and it you down. An entire spiral starts creeping in. And you know the rest. It's important that if you discover that you have a doubt somewhere when you're starting a business, when you want to meet someone and you have a bit of doubt, or you want to manifest new work that you love and you have a bit of doubt, try to find out, where's the doubt coming from? Where is it linked to? Is it linked to a past? Is it linked to something from the current affairs? And work on it. Try to remove it. Try to release for your body. And you may experience a lot of different stuff. You may cry, you may shake, you may feel angry, you may feel like you want to dance or jump or go for a walk. Do that. Listen to yourself. Listen to your body. I'm sure it will work out well.
That story is just wow. I mean, talk about, if someone had walked just before you or just after you, you would have missed that 50 euro. It was that changed the whole direction of where you ended up. So, wow. A beautiful story. God does take care of us, whether you call it God or universe or infinite intelligence.
I mean, there is something higher that, like I said, it holds everything together.
Yeah.
laptop together right now so we can actually do what we're doing right now. And
Yes.
if you truly know and believe that there is something out there, there is nothing that you can do.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Rad. It's been an absolute pleasure to hear all of that. It's wonderful.
It's been
Mm,
talking to you. I hope this helped. Yeah,
yeah.
anyone out there watching it.
Mm.
And I can't wait to do it again.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Do you want to say goodbye to everybody before we go? And then you and I can say goodbye in private.
Thank you so much, everyone watching. I hope they help you get a better idea for actually what EFT is and how it can help you. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to email me or go to my website, tappingschool.com. Just call me.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rad. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you made it this far, and I hope that this helps you. For those of you that have got things going on that you feel a bit stuck, that might be of help to you. Lots of love, everyone, and I'll see you as always in the next YouTube.
Bye.